All right. We are live. Welcome, folks. Hope you're having a good day. It is Friday. So, guess that means it's a casual run day. Let's go ahead and we have a 2 streak for getting Nan-Inf. Let's see if we can keep that alive. Early pillar. Not terrible. Depends on what we see in the shop, though, I guess. Feel like that might be a voucher that we need. That's not good. That's also not good. Why would the diamonds do this? That kind of forced me to play additional cards too, so the pillar gets a lot worse than it should be. But at least we have the extra discard. Just need a jack. Woof. Oh.
Well met.
RGT, thank you for the... There is no way, man. We finally hit the jacks. Alright, this has been a horrifically bad start. Thank you for the 6, though. What's your favorite smoked meat? Or cured meat to smoke salmon count? Alright. Way too early for a... For a voucher skip. Okay. This full house should get me there. Reserve parking is a scammer.
Well met.
Okay. You have the full house. I don't know if that's enough on its own, though. We might be dead here. Extra croutons, thank you for the 10. Oh, no, we're good. Ooh, should have been greedier. Alright, I do need to get some scoring here, though. That's not it. That's it, maybe? Allegedly. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, God, the mark is bad. Because I have no idea what these are. I'm gonna have to give myself a bit of a buffer here. Yeah, this is why. Ouch. We're dead. We're dead. Rip to the streak. Duckman, thank you for the super chat. And MD, thank you for the 14.
Well met.
It's a bummer way to lose. We just literally did not see any source of scoring throughout that entire, like, 2 antes, though. Triple, thank you for the 9. Usually not a problem on plasma deck, but like there was no scoring that we saw in the, I think the reserve parking was probably bait. Voucher is necessary, so we buy nothing. We is pretty good for early game. Guess I still do need to score. And it's another decent voucher. Not great. Nope. Okay. Problem is we're poor now because we've been like throwing money at this Wii Joker for honestly not a whole lot of payoff. This is a better time for the reserve parking at least. I don't want to do math. We're just going to make sure we don't die here. Not good. Not a good boss blind either. I appreciate that, Kirsten. Okay. Donovan, thank you for the super chat. So your specific strategy for early antis when you can't get good jokers? Fake what the game does give me then. That's all you can do, really. Okay. I don't know if we're going to Death Twos. That's a horrifically bad long-term strategy. But, like, I don't know that we have a choice right now. Because this is a horrifically bad long-term Joker. Especially on Plasma deck. We got one reserve parking out of all those face cards. 2 pair could be something, especially since we have the level there. Maybe we just like... Okay, no, now there's reason to actually play this out. There we go. Three of a kind. Another long-term bad boss blind out of the way. Okay, we hit our three of a kind on twos. Keep you. Two pair again. Sure. All right. I think we take the no, we'll take the scaling. It's paying a lot. As we get if we played the two pairs, it guaranteed $4. If we hold 4 face cards, that's expected what, $2? Could use a purple. Nope. Three of a kind again. Five was almost tempting. Was it? To what end? It was shiny? Okay. But if I never play it, then what's its purpose? Runner really wants to join in, but it's a little late. Photo Chad question mark. What stream are you watching? I would like to try and copy the queen. I guess we don't need, well, we want to find the queen still. Here it is. Okay. Hallucination popping off. Definitely need that. I think we do have to play like 2 pairs in order to actually score. I think I am going to give up on the reserve parking for a moment, just to get our scoring back under control. Looks like high card is sufficient. Maybe we just don't care what hand we play because the Wii Joker's contributing. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. Feeling good about the run because we're already built into high card and there aren't too many scary bosses? Yeah, and we got the retcon, so that's also good. It's just we don't have too many of like the important tools for late game. Bummer. Let's start making hearts, because we saw that boss, and we can play towards straight flushes later. Isidus, thank you for the bits. Glad you've been enjoying the videos. Could also just rip the sigil here. I don't think I will, though. Do I grab the DNA just to take it with me? I'm not going to use it for a very long time, though. He says, forgetting how DNA works. We need help with our scoring still. Wonder if we just take that so that we can get some more scoring on that. Roll once. One hand type. You go away. Maybe we do need to play 2 pairs. Yeah.
Well met.
1-2. Thank you for the sub. Okay, we have to play 2 pairs here. Thank you, reserve parking. I'm about to fire this fella. I need money. So I need better scoring options, I think. Or a rebate. Do I need a rebate? It's gotta be better than the parking and less likely to get me killed. Swap to that long term. Put these on the 2s. Looking for 6s. This might win. Yeah. High card in the observatory is a good thing. So we can start focusing on playing that. Is there going to be a purple anywhere? 6s again? At least we found one this time. Wait, I should have discarded that. Should discard this one at least. Immolate? No immolate. You go sigil here. Ugh. Kind of split between hearts and diamonds. I think we skip it. It's not very good here. This might be just... Like, this run has nothing going for it long term. It might just be a reroll. Like, all we have is the red seal. Since we're not on a streak anymore, we don't have overstock. I don't see a good reason to have it continue. Yeah, I guess the early retcon is also helpful, but I think overstock at this stage is much more important. No purples. Well. No colas. No econ engine. We're just in a bad spot. Jax, thank you for the donation. Guess the trading card is another reason, but like it's not a very good reason. Still don't understand why you wouldn't take the Poly Queen, because it does nothing for the build right now and it does nothing for the build long term. So it does nothing for the build is why I didn't take it. SBAB, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Came just in time to maybe see me reset this run. It's not off to a great start. But hope the streaks treated you well today. That's not the discard I meant to make there. But we is part of the reason why it's not a strong start. Small 7 streak, well done. But we? Okay. Now it's just a certainty that I'm going to reset the run. Thank you for helping me with that, chat. Joke's on you, we want to reset? Then I'm glad we're in agreement. Alright, I'll give Overstock one more chance here in Ante 9. Is that a good reason to keep this abomination going? It's a pretty early Omen Globe. The problem is we have the DNA already, so we'd have to sell out of it. Let's roll the shop a few times. I think the lack of burnt Joker. Yeah, let's just get out of here. All right, new run. Early head. Okay, that's a much better scaling option than we. At this stage in the run. Assuming we can draw straight. Oh. Come on now. I will die for this runner. That's actually unreal. Too close to June, I guess. Oh, now I just draw straight off rip. That's an overstock. We'll pay $3 for $2. Stonks. Oh. Okay. Just sincerely the two worst possible options there. They're under no circumstances would I take those, and they're both actively harmful for me. That's actually insane. At least we got the overstock. And the overstock plus. Why didn't you overstock the perishable joker? There's no perishable jokers on white stick. Let's use our money to get the square up. We'll be able to recoup that later, surely. especially with Overstock Plus to find an Econ Joker at some point. Okay. Well, bummer. I don't know what I expected as soon as I picked up the Square Man. At least getting through the Psychic is a good thing to do at this stage. Voucher is good, but we don't need it yet. Take that, as it scales well with our chips. Okay. Yes, please. Let's start here in case of permits. Bummer. Guess maybe that can make our pivot a little bit easier later, but it's like, it does nothing for us right now. It scales half as fast as the Square Man. It's a 2 pairs build, right? Unfortunately, yes. For now, it is. But we'd rather that not be the case. Oh, welcome, Mofodius. Congratulations. Glad the videos have been helping. Check for money. It's money. Let's make some 6s for the eventual 6 cents. Buy. Check in here. No, thank you. It's a pretty good voucher as well. Normally it's not so great this early, but because we already got the hand voucher, it's pretty good. Probably want to ramp a little bit more going into the boss blind and to make use of our extra hand one last time. Krath, thank you for the gifted sub. Surprised you didn't take the scary face. What do I need scary face for right now? What do I need scary face for later in the run? If anything, I want to score less right now, not more. Preemptively make more 6s. Look for purple and red. Joker lineup is like the gold stake special? Yeah. Oh. Okay. I think we're getting out of the pants here. Oh, maybe that 6 was worth it. Need some Pluto levels. That surely gives me more money each round than $4. We sure are ready for the 6 cents if it ever shows up. Okay. We have 9 6s. Nice. Alright, maybe I should have taken the stunt, man. Started with worse. Another 6. Go away. No. Very nice. We really wants to participate. It had its chance, but we have the superior chip scaling Joker and Square Man right now. Here. Now have 11 6s. Could be good if we get golden ticket down the line, but it is common. Boss blind might be a concern. Yeah, we're good. We just need to make a 2 pair. Oops. Alright, one last chance for Temperance. Nope. Let's check in here first. Excellent. Squilla, thank you for the super chat. Had an ace of spades idle run going and a baron has shown up 8 times. How do I file a restraining order against him? I got him off your hands, don't worry about it. Thank you for the super chat though. Bummer. It is probably good that we got that though. Four card hands, reserve parking isn't great. Alright. Here. That's why we kept the this over the rebate. Money. Guess. Is it purple? We probably death that. Already have a better red. Think we come back for it. Nathan. Thank you for the super chat. I just stop watching your streams at work because I will start to fall asleep. Many such cases. Sorry, tell your boss sorry or whatever. That's true. Just show your boss my streams and they'll also fall asleep. Oh, we've got purple this time. Are we re-rolling that? Maybe not with the tower. Maybe we are with all these levels. Nyum. Two colas. Yeah, we're fine. All right. Good voucher. No ecto. Bummer. I was probably going to sell out for it. I'm gonna try and find the red seal. Tens. We've got quite a few of those still, right? Looks like hearts are the way for the eventual seance, but I would really like to... Jesus. Oh. I should have taken the Uranus level. I need the strength more right now. Here. Okay. I just need to make sure I'm getting purple, I guess. We're gonna hit it now though, aren't we? Nope. Blue. Thank you for the super chat. 500 rolls for a mime? It's brutal. I've been there. Oh, this isn't pointed at anything. I was like, why aren't we so much stronger? We should be a lot stronger than that. Strength. There it is. Okay, get out of here. think we have enough purple. Maybe we can find a better red, though. I do want the voucher. No, 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 no. Big. There's the strength, at least. Maybe I have enough levels in high card to get away with just the Baron as my scoring here. Guess we look in here as well. I'll take some more purple. I miss him so much, chat. I should call him. Yeah, now we definitely have enough levels to have pulled off just the Baron game plan. My face cards are gold cards, so I kind of want to hold them. Well, we've been working on that. Don't sell it yet. We're starting off with 11 sixes. We made a lot at the start for this exact reason. Okay, then. I should have used the medium. Ivan, thank you for the membership. Voucher miss, no voucher skip. Strength is good. There's our strength. Let's just use it now. Cool. Hey, welcome, Omikins. Glad you're enjoying the content and glad I helped you. And happy early birthday as well. Temperance. Temperance. I would not mind a bean here.
Well met.
We should really check our Baron scoring. Anonymous, thank you for the gifted sub. You literally saved my brain, and all it cost me was my own. Congratulations on the recovery, though. Well, I guess we have to draw the kings in order to score without or with them. Probably want to draw more than one, so maybe the idol wasn't the play here. Okay. Turtle Bean, where are you? One more 5 to strengthen, and this jack still. I think we roll all the way down here. Bummer. We're gonna find out really quickly whether or not we have the Baron scoring, I guess. Let's drop this. Good news, everyone. We have the Baron scoring. Right, roll me. No voucher skips. Yeah, that red seal and the 5 are not cooperating. To be fair, neither is the 6th Sense. I lost a lot of 6s. Okay. Oh, hi, Mark. I'm losing out on a lot of purple value because I can't draw the cards that I need. Feels pretty bad. Onk is asking for trouble. There we go. Let's go you. Death. Bang. I mean, at this point, we have to start going for the Baron game plan. These chips are no longer the answer at this stage in the run. 1-6, nope, can't immolate here. We can, however, hit you with one of these. Well, actually, let's go here. Then hit you with one of these. And I guess we're done with you. Oh! Where were you last ante? Or 2 antes ago, I guess. I don't think we need it right now, right? I think the gift card is better. Trading card is better. So that we can set up for the seance if we need to go that route. Well, I mean, that's not a bad one to have.
Well met.
Here. Nice. Leopard, thank you for the 10. Wraith is not it. One more 6 left and one more 5. Well, we went 0 for 11. Maybe we need it less now that we have Crystal Ball showing up early, though, or Omen Globe. It's a really good nat negative. Here. This, we need to get potentially the idol ready. Strength. Oh, okay. Now, unfortunately, going towards the idol locks us out of Seance. Or could lock us out of Seance, depending on where we are in the scoring. Why do you keep Immolate? So that I can use it if I need to.
Well met.
Pick Cube, thank you for the 8. The Omen Globe locked in. Worst hit. Right on the pile.
Met.
But we don't have to worry about Seance anymore, at least. It's a good Immolate. Here's that scary face chat wanted. All the strengths for that red seal just to get immolated? We took the other one pretty far. Not all of the strengths were useless. Okay. Those are two very good tarots. Rip it. Okay, cool. I don't need to buy that. Where voucher skip? Hashtag fun dad, thank you for the bits. What playing cards are the best answers? The Kings and Queen of Clubs. Also, hashtag fun Ma is watching too. You know, people were just mentioning how much they missed Fun Dad coming into chat yesterday, I think. Welcome back. The reason Baron is the worst hit, is that it doesn't allow me to make the pivot into idle if I need to. Let's say I find a sock, a golden ticket, and the idol, I can't make that play if it hits the Baron. Fortunately, because I have the rebates. Hello. I wonder if reserve parking is just better value right now than rebate since I have so few kings. Like in total. We can fix that though, right? I don't really care about suits right now, do I? Because of these nat negatives, we might be able to get out of the gift card, like, pretty much right away. Just have one more jack to get out of. One more jack to off, even. Thank you, gift card. We might go for the second ecto. It depends on where our money is, right? It's only good, like, even though, like, yes, technically it's free, it's still only good if we can... There's the seance. Like, ensure that we're able to... That eats too many of my discards right now. Quickly make up the scoring somehow. So if we have the funds, it'll depend on where our money is what it comes down to, and if we even see it. He always has random double tags that he never uses. You're the expert. What should I use them on? Because I know what I should use them on and it hasn't appeared. Next shop free rerolls are free. Let's go. I mean, that's one of the better skips in the game, if you have money. So. Just ask Vagabond Balatro how good that skip is. It's that sock. Bummer. Yeah, we probably don't need you anymore. See, this is why the Baron is so bad. We'd be cruising. Since there's no mime here. Jake. Throw it on the pile. It's gonna be a problem.
Well met.
Man, this is such a bummer that we're gonna go out like this. Dude, ever a dusk play? Really, maybe strength with the chariot was something. Probably not enough though. Alright, got one more go at it. So no section with the DNA? I don't... There's maybe 30 seconds left in this run. What are we talking about? We have more pressing matters. I should have pre-strengthened it. I forgot I had the strength. That's why I had the strength to begin with. That was a big blunder. Then why money farm if going to die? How do you get out of it without money? Gives us a flush 5. Maybe I should have picked up the Dusk. Clubs. We need a moon. Dock's not it. We make 3 copies, so we don't actually need the strength. I don't actually need this, do I? I don't know if it's enough still, but... guess we have to try. Feels like it should be enough. Definitely would have been with the Dusk.
Well met.
Huge. Jakey. the sub. We can make this here again. Now we can go back to playing the video game. Bigger, or Big Gamer, thank you for the 1 year. We're still kind of weak. No, that was only the DNA hand, wasn't it? Never mind. Holy, Scrub My Grub and Andrew, thank you for the very generous donations. And Durd, thank you for the membership. Controller, thank you for the super chat. That's why we are money farming? Yeah. I thought it was kind of self-explanatory, but what can you do? For when we need to make steel later. You've got to be kidding me. What a troll. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. We probably shouldn't take it. We've seen the psychic, we've seen the hook. We've seen the mouth, we've seen the head. Is there anything left? We've seen the flint. I think we'd rather have the money. Well, now we'd rather have this. Need to get the rebate back. Or a showman. Egg. Okay. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. Roffle 1, plant 4 million? Yeah. Do feel that way. Get these aces out of here now. Oh, sorry for your loss, Turtlebean. I know it was brief, but it's not my fault the bean came like 2 antes too late. E33. Pretty good game, I hear. Think it is awkward with DNA? Yeah. That's why we would rather have the rebate right now. We still got a little bit of deck fixing to do. Okay. I had a moment there where I was like, wait, is it even on kings or did it hit the aces? I need some discards. It's a pretty bad draw. We don't even have blank yet, do we? That's a problem. Nor do we have director's cut. Also kind of a problem. We're a little bit behind where we need to be right now. Maybe the bean will come back for anti-16 though. Although no, we can't even get it. Bummer. We're just locked out of the bean bug because of vouchers. Troubadour would work at the 2? Yeah, but like I cannot get the Crimson Heart. There is no capacity for me to ever hit the Crimson Heart right now. So, unless we get a voucher skip soon, it's just completely off the table. I think the real nice thing about the Troubadour is that it makes up for the fact that we haven't seen a single hand size voucher yet. So like, it offsets how horrifically bad our voucher situation is. It started off great, but then we've just kind of whiffed on every voucher since. Maybe not every voucher, but a lot of vouchers. No. Rebate's better for sure. Throw it on the pile. Yeah, the negative Troubadour is one of the things that like pushed me off of the invisible even further. Like I think at this stage, it's probably still worse than just keeping the rebate and looking for a showman. But like the negative Troubadour wanting to stick around just makes it that much worse and like less likely to be a valid option because basically it just turns it into like a $500 invisible Joker gamble on a 50-50. Not even a 50-50. Like a 2 out of what, 7? Yeah, 2 out of 6 or 7, depending on how we want to play it. There we go. Check for a Temperance. That'll work. Some non-red seals that I still need to murder. Bean. I want to roll. That was a lot of towers. A little bit less now that we don't have the rebate though. Let's kill 1 rock and 1 non-red seal. We couldn't get the blueprint of Brainstorm from the Wraith off of the Showman because we'd be selling the Showman to make room for the blueprint or the Wraith. That's a very important pickup. We needed. That was probably the most. All right. Huge. Roll hard for the colas. Like the invisible is even worse now with the Showman already here. Cool. We've got 5, so it'll be 6 vouchers. Double Brainstorm going into the Amber Acorn is actually preferable as well. Because trying to track down a second blueprint would be a nightmare. Where's a good point to start making steel? It depends on a lot of things, mostly like where your money is, where your deck is. But ideally, a good rule of thumb is you want to have about half of your deck steel by the time you get to ante 20. Where's that chatter that kept complaining about the useless double text, by the way? Moon, thank you for the prime. The benefit of DNA is hand size, and eventually, if we want to make the funny number, we need to have a minimum of 44 Red Seal Steel Kings. Actually, more than that, because we need to be able to like get through our deck. So, but the main thing is that it gives us hand size right now, and hand size gives us score. I should have slowed this down. No, it's fine. I think we wanted antimatter more than we want retcon right now. And also, we missed entirely on the director's cut. But we only whiffed on 1 voucher, which is not bad. Good pull. Still not worth the gamble here.
Well met.
Roll harder again now that we have the rebate. Murked. I give it the 13. It's probably more important that we find the Baron, right? Okay, so this is the DNA. Let's leave the Baron here. This is the Baron. This is the rebate. Those are the brainstorms. Okay, here's the DNA. Let's make this
well met.
A spade. Bring this over. Let's see if we get, this is the mime. Nothing's copying it right now, so maybe put it here. Just pray. Okay, we didn't hit the blueprint anywhere. We didn't take the burglar because it provides no value for us. It has no use at this stage in the run whatsoever. All those negatives were kind of we're kind of trolling here, but it's fine. This card gives me more money. Curiously, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I think the best way to approach that acorn is to grab blueprint. Yeah, you're actually right. That's what I usually do too, because you can identify the Baron pretty easily. I don't know. Caught a case of the bad brain, I guess. It happens to the best of us. Wait, that's another non-red seal. They're everywhere. Give me money. Get another discard. You'll survive. Here. Why is your username Roffle? Because that's what I chose for it. Maybe I didn't want to roll so hard so that I could keep the showman in case the antimatter was there. Like, I considered it at the moment, but I think it was probably still more important to fish for the colas, since we knew the double tag was, or the voucher skip was there. We don't know that a brainstorm is going to show up exactly when it did, you know? You got brainstorm had to pass on that though? Yeah, I could have just saved money, right? That would be the consideration there. But I think trying to search for another cola, which is about as likely as a brainstorm, is the better line. The potential good thing about this Troubadour also is that, like, it could give us anti-25 since we're struggling to find the vouchers we need, you know? We could just get another voucher skip, please. Cool. Show me the man, please. There he is. Okay, we're probably done rolling here. Might have a little bit too much steel. Would another ecto be a thing here? It depends on where we are. How late we find it. Like, taking another ecto gives us more upside, but it also potentially deletes the opportunity to just beat anti-25 outright, which might give us less time. There's no guarantee that we'll hit on the ecto anyway. Well, now we do actually have to like have a think about it. We are just holding money from here on out. I should use the death there. If you have a showman, you have the possibilities. I would never rip an ecto with a showman that's throwing. I think we need like E90 something for anti-25. That's with 0 steel. John Robert, thank you for the super chat. Saw Mime at the music festival recently and asked him to copy my best friend because that's what Mime does. You hold your best friend in your hand? Curious. Just roll a bunch of wheels and get super lucky. Why would I roll wheels? That does not have the capacity to help my score. Anti-25 is E87? Okay. I know we have this conversation like every single week. So thank you. So we should have a pretty easy time through it with this setup, which gives us one extra chance to find a, at least one extra chance to find the cola. Or not the cola, the vouchers that we need. Do I give oh yeah, maybe they meant land the ecto on the DNA. Or land the wheels on the DNA. That could have, that's actually a reasonable consideration here. I think we do it not just because we're gonna lock in on that play, but because we want to have like the opportunity to do so if it presents itself. I'm not gonna look hard for them. Meg, thank you for the donation. Let's start building up the steel again. We do, again, have extra time to build up steel now because of our extra scoring from the Troubadour. Troubadour hard carried. I mean, it's doing a lot of work right now, not only for our score, but for our money, right? Troubadour means more gold cards held in hand, which means more value off of the mime, which means more rolling when we need it. Unfortunately, some of the things that we need right now are outside of our control. Because it's just vouchers at this point. The extra money probably saved the run when you rolled hard against the plant. Yeah, because I needed every single dollar, right? The Ancient Joker was very far at the end of those rolls. E86, so we're already just blazing through. Can't take that. All red seals. Sure. I do need to clear out like the rocks and the non-red seals. Okay, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, we've got what, like 5 chances to get 2 vouchers that are... Yeah. Not a great spot. Alexa, thank you for the raid. We had a good stream. We're attempting to get Nan Inf here, but I don't think it's going to come to fruition here. I think we're a little bit too far behind on vouchers. Worth buying Magic Trick at this point? I think it might be, yeah. But even then, like, it's so late that Magic Trick will be hard to fully clear. Because we have so few antis left. Can't we still optimize further? That's what we're working on. Fortunately, the ways that we optimize this come down to vouchers, which are no longer within my control. Now, I will say another thing that the Troubadour does for us is it could allow, if we see a voucher tag, we could maybe take a greedy line where we sell a DNA for a cola.
Well met.
Cyclops, I give you the prime. Reroll voucher being elusive is the main limiting factor. It's the sole limiting factor. But it's a very big limiting factor when we don't have director's cut or retcon, right? So we need 2 vouchers, one of which is locked behind the other. There's no way we can take this here. I think that puts us in too bad of a position. It doesn't give us the extra ante that we may need. Yeah, if we had retcon, it would be worth, and if we had been rolling wheels to try and land it on the DNA, it would be worth. Honestly, I probably should have been rolling wheels earlier once we got the DNA and the Troubadour. I wonder if with full steel we actually have anti-26 even. Because that could be big, if true. I gotta take it. Tyler, thank you for the super chat. Congrats for the Nan Inf. If I'm even considering selling a DNA for a cola, then I obviously take the double tag here, right? I was kind of hoping the serpent would like show up at exactly the right time, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I mean, I suppose it still theoretically could. Because we should be close to seeing all of the boss blinds, which could be another problem. Because, yes, that means the serpent can come back quickly. It also means the plant could, too. Yeah, Magic Trick is way, way, way less punishing than Tarot and Planet Merchants. And actually allows you to potentially clear a voucher. So it doesn't feel good, and it's been a while since I've had to take it, but like we had to take it, unfortunately. Plant Psychic and Nox could be big problems. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of boss blinds that beat us, and that's like one of the downsides to being this far in the run without even a director's cut. Just hope it doesn't hinder the burglar search. I mean, the reason you take it is it makes more likely that you get to the point where you can, right? Like, the burglar search is not guaranteed right now. So, it's possible taking Magic Trick makes it more likely that we get there. If only we had the Anti-6 retcon from the last run. To be fair, we traded last run for this run, which had Anti-2 Overstock Plus. So... we need to do something about this fella. Alright. It's been a while since we've had a good voucher. It would be nice. Voucher cleared. It's not a problem, but not a voucher skip either. Perfect. Barrow Mime has gotten stale. No, this is a fresh copy of each. How many regular boss blinds are there? Apparently 23. We have used both back in time vouchers and also we've hit anti-8 and anti-16, so that's 2 less. So we've seen what, like, this will be the 23rd. Your 21 antis in, I don't know if you can call them fresh. I mean, I didn't start with them. Back in time is +2, boss blinds is -2, so oh yeah. I think I was like adding +2 again to because 23 is like where the next like choke point is. So theoretically we could get it on the Serpent if we just snipe the 1 in 23 on anti-26. We could get it. Miller, thank you for the membership. And we have to instead, obviously, not snipe the, like, 4 in 23 on anti-25 that just kill us outright. Copies are optimized. It's 4 Mimes and 4.5 Barons right now. It's more than Jokers that you have to consider. There's the steel on the card, there's the inherent trigger on the card, and the red seal on the card, which biases a little bit towards Mime. There's an inherent +1 when it comes to Mime because of the red seal and the, like, basic card trigger. Yeah, when we're not looking for Ecto, it's everywhere. So even if we were to leave our copies this way with a full hand of steel, that's 5 and 4, which is the break-even point, right? 1 steel, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for Mime. Like, we need to seek out Circuit Boss past a certain point because you die if you don't. The build relies on hand size for score, that's why Troubadour is important. Serpent gives you hand size and allows you to beat blinds that you otherwise wouldn't. Well, that's huge news. We'll do the slowdown tech. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's at least make this fit in with the other steel cards. No, you're good, Colty. It was more for the chatter that was asking than you. All right. Prages in chat. Wrong way. Nope. That's a horrific whiff. Oh my god! That's extremely unlucky. Alright. That, like, that took us from pretty good odds of getting there to just, like, very bad odds. Hey, welcome, Murphy. That was such an Omega Holo roll. Thank you, Golly. Like, we didn't even get to clear illusion is a big deal. Speaking of. Illusion, Michael. Yeah, 2 out of 3 misses is just, like, extraordinarily bad luck. Right, because we don't have, like, 1, 2... We had this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it? There's got to be something else I'm missing. There's only 5 possible vouchers to show up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe it is only 5. So it's a 2 out of 5 into a 1 and 4. 7 total vouchers, no? If I don't have the first instance of it, the second instance can't show up, so it's 5. Because you don't count both, because only one can show up. That's why taking the tarot and planet merchants is not worth, because taking the first one doesn't even clear, it just makes it possible for the other one to show up. Liquidation was just redeemed? Yeah. Oh, right, so it was 6. That's even worse odds. Mr. Bones cannot buy us one more ante because we can't get 1/4 of the way there, especially not if we sell a Joker to make room. Is there an anti-8 boss blind that's concerning? Like, honestly, Crimson Heart is probably the worst one for us at this point, and we can't get that. Skip time's completely random, or do they guarantee that you don't get the same 2 twice in a row? You can get the same 2 twice in a row. It happens pretty frequently. Bell sounds annoying with DNA at least? Nah, we've got the steel upstairs now. We already had Acorn, and, like, we had the 2 worst, right? Acorn and Heart are probably the worst for us. So it's just between Verdant Leaf, Violet Vessel, and Bell. Hey, welcome, Bella. I mean, on the bright side, we do have a lot of money thanks to the Troubadour, and we can farm a little bit longer thanks to the Troubadour. It's a lot of steel. Enough. Screen just went black there for a moment. OBS having a... Oh, maybe it's Discord, actually. That was momentarily terrifying. How much is that? 6 steel is enough for anti-25, it seems like. That's brutal again. I think we have to take this, and because we are through next ante at least. Let's see what our absolute top end is. Oh, the clearance sale robbed us of all that gift card value. My hard drive failed mid-editing, so I had to finish rendering my YouTube video since it loaded into the editor or it was going to be lost forever. Many such cases. Something of, like the... Man. Video editing is very... Video editing and live production are both very, very hardware intensive. And, take a rather large toll on the computer. Hard drives are like printers, they can smell fear. Okay, but like, printers are the most obnoxious piece of technology. Full stop, right? Like, setting them up is a pain, getting them to continue working is a pain. E100, that's nice and easy to remember. Yes, but that's also intentional? I guess that's probably, yeah, true. I still think that's only through anti-26, though. So... that means we have 2 chances to get lucky. And by get lucky, I mean very, very, very lucky. Alright. That kills me. Instead of getting very lucky, we got very unlucky, unfortunately. Keeps me alive, at least. I mean, the Serpent wouldn't help us here anyway, so... Still no retcon? Not even no retcon, no director's cut. Okay, so now we're at the DNA hand. We got to reroll into... This is unreal. There is still a chance. That's actually a pretty decent chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 2 out of 4. It's a 50-50. The problem is there are other bosses that beat us. Maybe we look for some taros along the way. Just to mitigate some of that. I mean, let's see if we would even hit. Like, I have no choice. We die if we don't skip here. We die if we take that boss blind. Maybe a pair gets us there. A high card is barely going to get us there. I mean, I guess we try it, but it's like, it's pointless. It's just minus $1. Roll for a fresh bean. We can't see a shop. That's the problem, is we can't see a shop after the, the reroll. Can pair win? No. 100% chance this loses. Like, we're gonna be at, like, E100. We know what the score is already. Yeah. When we play a high card, we're at E100. That was just excruciatingly unlucky this run, man. I cannot believe how bad the voucher luck was. That's so frustrating. Oh, we've got one chance at Serpent, I guess. Maybe 2. I think we went like 5 out of maybe... Yeah, we went like 5 out of 6 for boss blinds that just kill us on the spot. At the end here. That's just horrifically unlucky, man. After all that work to dodge the plant, too. Yeah, I cleared a lot of vouchers early. I got a lot of colas. Like, it's just... I mean, it's outside of my control. I did what I could. I had a lot of chances for director's cut. And the fact that it didn't show up for, like, legitimately, like, what, 27 antes? Right? Director's cut didn't show up for 27 antes. Because they showed up on ante 25 and we took 2 time machine vouchers. Alright, we can run it back. It's not that hard to get there again. Commenters, I swear streamer luck is real. I mean, they probably won't see that video ever, so... And expecting YouTube commenters to understand the basics of, like, selection bias is... maybe a little bit too much to ask. Take an early clown. Troubadour just rubbing it in. God, what a frustrating sequence of events, though. You ever just clear Hone? It's a really bad buy this early, but like we saw what vouchers... Wait, did we even have Hone last run? Well, at least it's not 27 antes deep. I knew there was another voucher I was missing. Calculated? I would still rather have the overstocks early. But what are you gonna do? Actually, maybe the Wii was worth a longer look, since I don't really have scoring right now. Other than playing 2-pair. But I think Wii is just not a good call. Neither is this, but maybe we'll do it anyway. Gives me the illusion of scoring. We're dead. Unless we draw two pairs here. I need to hit an ace, I think. Well, that'll work too. Okay, that's actual scoring. Problem, we're a little too weak or strong now. I don't know how long we're gonna stay in this vagabond. Am I okay? Probably just a little tilted. I think we get out of the vagabond here. We need to be able to get the voucher anyway.
Well met.
Pong. Thank you for the 8. Are we deathing a king here? Or should I have used it on 6? Probably. Let's go spades for the seance. We do need to find actual scoring. 29 antes to find it last time. Now we're just never gonna find the overstock, right? Bought this first. Strength. Okay. Send it. Money. There it is. Trust reserve parking right now. Take a gold seal, I can strengthen it into a 6. Also turn it into a stone. Something. Alright, I think we can get out of the riffraff now. Sure. I mean, we've got a lot of 6s, I guess. Yes.
Well met.
Here. Eva, thank you for the sub. Scoring isn't exactly where I thought it might be. I didn't need to buy that yet. I meant to reroll. It's clicking everywhere, unfortunately. Alright. Have you never disclosed your real name? I mean, you asking that question should be all the reason I need. I mean, we gotta take it, right? Oil. Is this enough? It's quite rare that content creators do that. Is it? Or do they have their names revealed with against their wishes? That's a better red seal. At least it's out of the way. Eva, thank you for the donation. Business card, hello. Probably need to choose between business and, well, actually, now that I think about this, I'm kind of putting myself in a bad spot for the boss blind. Could re-roll it. Doesn't seem like a thing I want to do. Did it hit once? A singular business card proc? Now here's the real question. Has hallucination hit once? That probably gets me through the boss blind without too much concern. thing we hit that rock. That's also part of the consideration here.
Well met.
BBA. Thank you for the prime. Hold. Good voucher. Some keys to jingle in front of chat for a while. What is your problem, man? I wish I had more gold. I'm gonna make more gold cards. I'm tired of you. Foil? Looks like we're going King of Spades for now. Like money. Here's more gold. So these have to be spades. Oh. And it's another, like, we haven't whiffed on a voucher just yet, so that's good. We also have horrifically bad deck fixing so far. But maybe I need to focus on that. Here. Let's hit this. Oof. Okay. We might just need to rip this to get some score. Flushes. Sean, thank you for the membership. I think everything is, that may be the worst in terms of solving the scoring issue at the moment. But it is the most money. Don't think money is what I need right now, though. Gonna put it on the jack. Go again. I have 8 kings. Gotta keep rolling though because I'm weak. I gotta reroll that. That's not helpful. You. That might be enough 4 of a kind levels to get out of the scary face. Do not want to play the flush 5 here. Obviously. Rodney, thank you for the bits. Glad you're enjoying the videos. And your daughter. Okay, that's so far the best red seal out of the 3 that we've seen. It's actually a pretty good one. Did whiff on the voucher. Yeah, you. We do need to hit 4 of a kind every time now, though. Okay. Might have to re-roll the boss blind as well. Probably want to do this. Okay, we hit. What if we did this so that we can farm money? Go here so that we can farm score. Oh my god. I've broken a lot of glass so far. It's a really good DNA. Club is fine. We do still have to hit that 4 of a kind though. Be a problem. All right, maybe we just call it here. Five kings, bottom 20. I think a 3 of a kind might have gotten me. Oh my god, we're still alive. I do think a 3 of a kind would have gotten me there. Alright. This will keep me alive, so it's absolutely necessary right now. We need to get some strengths quickly so that we can actually use the DNA, though. Alright, let's just... We gotta do it just to make our hand right now. Maybe we don't. That's a waste. Maybe I wanted a strength more than that. The downside of taking the back in time vouchers this early. I do think the run is in a pretty bad spot, though. Get the voucher. Maybe the vouchers cooperate enough. We're just broke. So we gotta get money going. Yeah, the deck composition is really what's at issue here. That's a good start. And have no real pathway to spectral cards either is a problem. Alright. So we got some breakage there and a little bit of gold action. Or world in case of seance. Hey, what am I farming for here? I mean, here's a chance at a spectral, right? Let's see if we can roll the shot for something that could cover our scoring. Nope, didn't hit anything anyway. Guess we probably want to spend this death. This is like my only econ, so might as well. Zeno, thank you for the raid. We're on a bit of tilt after rolling for, or we missed director's cut, not retcon. We had every other piece. We didn't have retcon or director's cut for 27 antes. We got it on the 27th ante, rolled into the Ox, and then got with $5,000. And then we got the retcon. So, had a bit of a rough one. K-Frey, thank you for the super chat. If you only had 2 active invisible jokers in your roster, could you theoretically keep selling them for infinite money? No. As soon as it copies, they reset. Does not copy the progress. So we're currently on this run and just trying to, like, maybe kill it so that we can get out. This run is not going well either. I mean, that helps. Well, let's see what's in here. Maybe that'll dictate what we want to do this run. My boy Rick. Still does not have a lot going for us right now. Here. We need some strengths. Because our scoring still isn't great. Wow. Right after you DNA'd the Jack, I wasn't going to DNA Kings anyway. That's not a good use of resources. We need red seals, not just random Kings. So the strength is maybe the most valuable thing here. Actually, I have an early observatory that could have been a fun Perkio run. The photo is the better copy here. This is the red seal and how few kings we have. Okay. Just need 1 strength. I can't take the invisible right now unless I sell out of the DNA, which I kind of want because it's enhanced. I just need to find a strength, please. Like, too much of my scoring is coming from Photo Chad right now. Too little of it is coming from Baron until I get that strength. that's a bad draw. Just clear hand. It's another bad hand. Okay, it's a good hand. This is, what, times 16? This is 1.5 to the 7th. So it's barely the Baron right now. And we're just about to die. Unless maybe we get the strength that we desire. No. Just need a strength. Bummer. We're dead here. Which I'm going to be honest with you is perfectly fine by me. So I don't have to see photo Chad comments anymore. That's one upside here. We're way off, aren't we? That's fine. Just a rough day, I guess. Mostly just tilted from that absurdly unlucky run. But at least we're free of this. All right, I'm going to call it. It's going to be a long week next week, so gonna take the weekend off as usual. Streams Monday and Tuesday are going to be collaborative streams, so there might be less chat interaction. They are also going to start an hour later. Everything will be at 1 p.m. Pacific time start time. I'm not going to tell you what that is in your time zone because I don't know. Hyperion, thank you for the 9 months. But we will be raising money for the American Heart Association, myself and a lot of other Balatro creators. On Monday, we're going to be joining Doc and some folks from the American Heart Association team to talk a little bit about that. And like the Balatro University community also put together a pretty cool Balatro mod with new jokers related to the event, related to the organization that we're going to be supporting. Tuesday, we're going to do a big battle royale with a bunch of creators on the experimental multiplayer patch. So we're going to have a bunch of folks doing the battle royale mode. There's going to be other stuff throughout the week as well. I think I might try some of the co-op mode with some folks too to see how that goes. During next week, as I did last year, we're going to put a pause on the usual Trans Lifeline charity event. This is not something that the American Heart Association requested that I do. I think it's just appropriate given that we've put in a lot of work for this event to raise money, and I don't want to create distractions between the two events. That'll return as soon as we get back though. So that's just taking a week off, but we'll go back to raising money there next week. But there will be incentives that you can push for both on my stream and everyone else's. I don't want to spoil it, but Zano has some auctions set up that do involve me. So you can watch his stream in order to get more details there. And all of the auction funds go straight to the American Heart Association as well. So I think that's it. Next week's schedule will be a little bit different and more hectic than normal, but it'll also be like more content, and we'll have some like guests hanging out as well. Bid on making Roffle wear a different color shirt. That is one of the milestones again this year. That was a popular one last year. We've got it set up again this year. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Like I said, things will be a little bit different next week, but it will be a packed stream schedule. The week after that, I'm also, I think I need to talk to Rarin again, but we've got some plans for some variety stuff that week as well. So, going to be a long couple of weeks, but it should be a fun couple of weeks as well. So, I went to raid Turtlebean and he's not online anymore. What happened there? Anyway, enjoy your weekend, folks. Send you over to ADEF.
Okay.
Who's doing some Pokemon. Oh. Bean was doing an event. That makes sense. All right. All of that said, YouTube videos will go out as usual during the busy weeks, so don't worry about that. Thank you all for hanging out. Enjoy your weekends, and I will see you soon.